Hello. Okay, so update. Okay, so with all these new moons and all the changes that are occurring, I would like to share an experience that I had that was pretty profound in a discovery of myself. So I'm going to give you just the storyline to set up the understanding, but not to get caught up in the story itself. So I had someone state in front of me, ever since Susan came around, you started changing. And immediately I wanted to go to, no, it's not me. No. I was like, don't look at me. I'm not creating change. I'm just supporting whatever they want to do. And I immediately saw that I wanted to become small in my presence, small in acknowledging that I could affect anything at all. And the first place I wanted to go within myself is to fix that person's opinion. And then I wanted to go into judging that person for being undeveloped emotionally. And as I was going through all my old patterns of how I deal with an experience that feels very scary and brings up all my fear, I could see that none of them were working for the situation. And I started to begin to ask myself this question. Where's the fear based in? And why do I want to fix it? And what does it all mean? And as I started to look at it more closely, I could identify that experience was through most guys that I dated, and even my dad. And I love my dad, and I love the guys that I dated. There is a level that I brought into this world of lack of emotional maturity. And I was surrounded by it, and I was inundated in it in my family. And what it created was this desire to want love for who I am, but to be scared that that this strength that I have inside myself and the way that I affect life as a whole was not something most people wanted. So I found myself stuffing and hiding it far, far, far away from others to see. And when that person said that, it brought all of it back. And I could see that that I have been living a life that I'm not giving myself permission to be my greatest possibility, because it meant not being loved. And I attracted and created experiences to reinforce that or to set me free. It's really dependent on how you look at it, right? So for the first time, I decided to set myself free instead of hiding myself. So this is me, set free. I do affect change. I come with my heart into every situation. I come to support. I come to participate. I come to integrate, and I do create change. I will create change in your life. You, supporting and loving me, will create change in my life. And I'm okay with that. And I have the emotional maturity to handle that. And does that make me perfect? No, here's the good news. I'm not perfect. But what I am is a person that knows how to live through their heart. And I'm saying this to whomever is listening, that I'm now okay with that. And I won't hide it for anyone to love me. Huge. By the way, when this came about and I made this decision for myself, all of the molecules around my face started to change. And I knew my outside world was changing to reflect this new stance, of more freedom, of complete freedom, and to truly live my divine right, which is to love abundantly and to be in the world being all that I was created to be. Because one thing is for sure, the universe loves me and I love me. And so do all my light family. And the rest, that's between you and you. I'm not a participant in that. I know that I love you. I know that I will support you, and anticipate that all aspects of my outside world will begin to reflect that experience. So that is what I wanted to share. It was and is still integrating in me. I did share this with my friend yesterday, which was super cool. And we helped to identify for her an experience through work that she had been re-experiencing over and over and over again, but just different bosses, but the same experience of how she gave up her power of who she is truly inside and what she's bringing to the table to receive love. And she learned that from her parent interaction. I learned that from my parent interaction. So I think there's something very cool about re-exploring how you were able to experience love. Since that time, I don't know if I've ever shared with you something, but over the last 9 months, I have been working on a theory of based in science and spiritually based as well. But it really goes across the board. It can work in your home life with relationships. It can work in relating with your husband or friends or work colleagues. This commitment to this theory has been like amazing. Like the commitment I've made, I've used myself as a subject matter. I made these videos because of it. And then in addition to that, I recorded countless conversations. And when I had that experience the other day about not hiding any part of me, that created inside of me the theory came into full swing. And when I applied it with my friend yesterday, based on what I'm sharing with you now, I got a phone call last night. So I got the phone call originally in the afternoon, and by the evening I got a phone call, and she was like, something in me has absolutely changed. And it was wild because when I shared it with her, I felt like a third eye format and through here open up. And with her, when I was on the phone with her in the afternoon, that I shared with her, and she said the same thing happened. And then when her call came in last night, it was confirmation that the way that her boss and her started interacting based on her awareness was crazy. She'd never experienced anything like that. So the way that they began to interact no longer was happening the same way. So it was literally changing her characters. That's what I like to think of people outside my life, right? Characters in my play. Her characters in her play completely changed, but I knew that it had to, because when I came to this realization, the molecules in front of my face and my storyline started changing immediately. So I'm going to rewatch this and see if I was able to share in a cohesive manner that you can utilize. If it isn't that, I will go back to the drawing board and I will redo this. We'll see. You'll know based on me not having this conversation in my next video about whether I'm going to go back to the drawing board or not. I just, I want to make sure that I provide you with clarity so you can begin using these tools immediately in your own life. Anyways, I started writing the book yesterday. There are 2 so far. One will be dating and relationships focused, and one will be how to take this into business, which is also another passion of mine, is to have us have awareness in a way that affects how we do business, how we treat people in business, how people treat us, all with the understanding it's one big giant play. Anyways, I'm excited about it all, and I'm really appreciative that you're listening and watching. So, please be with you.